Hey folks, Aaron here, otherwise known as Ivorfowler, and today we are doing something a little bit different. First of all, there's a webcam, so hello everybody. And we are back in Magic the Gathering Arena. This time, it is a little bit different. We are in, I believe, some of the final stages of the beta, and we have had the introduction of the Kaladesh and Aether Revolt packs. What this means is that we are now in a format for Magic the Gathering Arena that is the same as the paper standard. So there are now banned cards, and there are a lot more options to come when playing. A couple of these cards that are banned are Aetherwork Marvel, which I will just bring up now. Aetherwork. There you go. So any card that is banned comes up in red. And so Aetherworks Marvel was a card that lets you look at top 6 and cast a card from it without paying its mana cost for 6 energy. Energy is a mechanic from Kaladesh, quite a few cards give you energy, and then you can spend it on stuff like the Marvel. So of course, with the format being very similar to what it is in standard in paper, we've got a few options now for decks, and today I bring you a Grixis control deck. And it is similar to your normal control decks, except with the addition of some Kaladesh cards, it becomes a little bit more dangerous. One of these cards being Fatal Push, which is a destroy target creature if it has converted mana cost 2 or less, or Revolt, destroy something with cost 4 or less if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn. So you can kill quite a lot of cool big things. We then have Disallow, which is a instant cast counter spell which can do target spell, activate ability, or triggered ability. We have Glimmer Genius, which is a scry 2 draw 2 and give you 2 energy. And the main reason why I like this so much is Torrential Gearhulk, a 4 double blue 5/6 construct with flash, which means you can play it at instant speed. When it comes to play, you can cast an instant from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Has to be in the graveyard. Now, with the release of Kaladesh and Aether Revolt, it gave every player a single copy of all rares, mythics, and I think 4 of every uncommon. However, when I logged in, certain cards I had as 4 ofs. One of them being Torrential Gearhulk, the other being Chandra Torch of Defiance. Now, if anyone plays Paper Magic, they know that Chandra Torch of Defiance is probably the most well-used Planeswalker, bar Karn and Teferi right now. She is been a mainstay in red decks since her reveal in Kaladesh. For good reason. She has 4 abilities. One of them's mana, one of them's dealing damage, and the final one is destroying a creature. She's incredible. I'm not running her in this list though because I feel she is not needed. But anyway, the other interesting note for update is in the store. The store now has, of course, all the packs from Kaladesh all the way up to Dominaria, but also now has this welcome bundle. So for $5 you can get 5 Dominaria packs and 2,500 gems. Now the packs not so much, but the 2,500 gems are actually worth, as you can see here, probably about $12 on their own. So for the same cost of 750 gems, you get that and 5 Dominaria packs. A Dominaria, and again, they cost about, if we say, so that's 3, so 200 gems a pack. So you're paying about 1,000 gems for that. And then you've also got your 2,500, so you're getting a really good deal there. It is a one-time thing, but at the same time, it's a very good start into Magic in general, and Magic the Gathering now. Now, back on the main menu, the bottom's still the same with the questing and the playing. However, there is now new Constructed and Draft. They are now permanently on, but they are now split between Quick Constructed and Competitive Constructed. Competitive Constructed feels more like the Constructed where you had that chain of 7, best of 7. And then you also have Quick Draft and competitive draft. Now, quick draft uses Rivals of Ixalan, and it's just a quick 40 card deck done. While Dominaria draft, which is the competitive, it costs, I believe, does that cost a little bit more? 1500? Yeah, it costs double, but it uses 3 Dominaria packs rather than the 2 Rivals, 1 Ixalan of the quick draft. So this one goes up to 7, it looks like the other one goes up to 5. I haven't tried either of them yet, but I will be in the near future. I'll probably go for a competitive one as well. And just show you competitive constructed. There you go, you can do best of 5, it can cost you gems to get in, but you guaranteed yourself uncommon cards. And it's and they are best of 3 matches rather than your standard single eliminations that people have gotten used to in constructed format. So what does that mean? The major one is in decks, the one part where we had a sideboard, which is a 15 card selection of cards which you can switch between your main deck and your sideboard to change for certain matchups. It was completely useless before because it was best of 1 matches. Now it is usable, which is quite exciting. And of course, that's all the changes that have happened since the last video. We might as well do a game. So if we're going to play... Oh, I actually didn't know we had a ladder as well. So that must be what we had before, which is pretty cool. So if we go into ladder construction with our characters, just for a quick game on the end of this, just to show you how it's not changed too much. So now, of course, with all the massive changes to the game, and we're so close to getting Magic 2019, it's only about a month or so away, you'll see a lot more coming out from this game. For me, from this game, probably some new builds. Probably look at some of the other builds that are kind of currently top tier. Now, this is a mulligan hand. I have no blue mana. That's better actually, because I have Aether Hub. Aether Hub can give me any mana I want for energy. Do we want Double Braid? I'll keep Double Braid. So they've also changed over the characters to being Teferi and Giant Ballard. That's kind of cool. It'd be nice if they were you can actually change which ones you wanted. That'd be quite nice. As right now, I'd personally want to have probably Joyra back again. But again, Teferi, Jaya makes kind of sense. They are 2 of the new iconic planeswalkers. So Contraband Kingpin, a lifelink whenever now if it enters the battlefield, you scry 1. So that's a Kaladesh or Aetherbolt Kaladesh. So let's play our Spirebluff Canal, and we will pass the turn. As playing a Braid right now on does 3 damage on a 1/4, it's not going to be smart. So let's just flick through. Yep, declare the attack. Sure, I will take the 1. And we draw Submerged Boneyard. Best get this one down now, just because it's a tap land. Would like to have had that as Drowned Catacomb, which is the same, but it would come into play untapped if you control an island or a swamp. Which we don't actually own either, so both of them do the same thing. An Essence Scatter. Okay, so let's play Aether Hub. I gain an energy. Okay, so that's where energy appears. That's pretty cool. We can exile a target creature, but we won't do that yet. It's best to hold on to this card until a bigger threat lands. Which I don't... Which right now we're in a kind of beat down. I'm assuming... Okay, sure. Could have probably Essence Scouted that, but... Never mind. Cinder Barons. Yep, that's Cinder Barons. So the only problem with control decks is they are quite slow and they don't do much for quite some time. So I'm going to take 2 this turn, mainly because I should have Essence Scattered the other one, so that was a bit of a play mistake by me. The only other problem with control decks is the lack of... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay, so if I settled the score... So I can do that one. That's probably not the way I would have tapped my mana. I would probably tapped 2 of the Aether Hubs and then kept 2 of the blue up. But... There's Disallow. I will let that resolve. But I can't really counter it. And end my turn. Ah, Gonti. I will actually Essence Scour that. So Gonti's got a very powerful effect. And Biggie Blue. There we go. Which is, if he comes into play, you look at the top 4 of your opponent's deck, choose one, and you can play that card. Any convert for any color mana, just for its convert mana cost. We will end it there. So go to combat, go for attacks. I will actually fatal push one of these, so one will die. I will only take one, which is fine. Oh, Marionette Master! No, I will not let Marionette Master comes up, because Marionette Master has a very annoying effect, which is it can start burning you for a lot of damage based on the amount of artifacts you can sacrifice. Another land. So we're a bit stuck right now. We don't have our draw engine, we don't have any big threats, we just have 2 Abrades, which against a 1/4 is pretty nonsense. Doesn't really do much without burning both the cards in our deck. Or both the cards in our hand, rather. However, the other cool thing about Abrades is they do have the different mode of destroy target artifact. With Kaladesh and Aether Hub out, I'll let it resolve this time. I'm going to have to... Is it going to fabricate? I will react by having it deal 3 to it. So if it was going to fabricate... So if it was going to put the tokens on itself, it no longer can. But it's just going to make the tokens. So, scry. I'm just going to let these all resolve. And then the turn. Another land. So this deck is currently doing nothing. I mean, it does happen. Wow, okay. This is going to go insane. The animations are gorgeous for this though now. They've slightly tweaked it so it just looks a bit more appealing. So make another 3. I have no interactions now, so that's good. Okay, more fabrication. Constant scrying just to sort their deck out. And that is a loss. So let's just call it concede on that one. Oh, there's actually now a concede animation. That's very nice. Anyway, folks, that was one game. It was not a very good game, but that was a game on Magic the Gathering online. Well, Arena, sorry. Online is very different. And do I have enough for a pack? I do not. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.